to be. Masi, hebu join Maraga nione. Long as you don't tell me.
Actually, is the light important?
Switch it off. We will just tutaiwasha tu wakati people are giving tribute.
Oh, okay. But they even preserve the iko mbaya.
Light ndio hakuna. Share link kwa group aswa ile ya
flashlight.
oh yeah.
Ile flashlight inasaidia.
We are live Kikuyu campus. This is candle lighting. Our departed brother John Meraba, may his soul rest in peace. Yeah.
Hello.
I'm here to call upon fan mmoja wa Chelsea. Remember Departe Soul alikuwa ni fan wa Chelsea na hapa ndio tulikuwa tunashangilia wakati Chelsea ilikuwa ina win. I being one of them, but ninaita fan mmoja wa Chelsea to come and say a few words for our brother Meraba mwenye alikuwa ni fan wa Chelsea. At the same time, I'm also calling wale watu wa sports wa rugby kama kuna mmoja apeana short brief meaning. So fan wa Chelsea someone.
Hello, good evening. It's with great sorrow that we are in the grief of our own Meraba. He was a strong support of Chelsea and Brazil as a country. I can say during the sessions in the hall, at least Chelsea fans we were able to watch a football match because it's at some point you could find that Manchester United match is colliding with the Chelsea match. But Meraba, there could be a fight in the hall, but Meraba could stand for us as Chelsea fans to a level or to a point that you are given the chance and you could watch the match forcefully. So, as Chelsea fans, we have really lost our legend. a true man, a true hero, and what we really pray that his soul rest in peace because it's the way for everyone, and everyone will go through this. We just pray for the family and wish that his soul rest in peace. Thank you.
Anyone from rugby?
Me.
Anyone from team associates? Remember huku ndio tulikuwa tunakuja kushangilia team associates huku chini. Hapa ndio tuliombea kura zetu mingi. Anyone from team associates to come?
Hello. Saseni. Yeah, it's with great sorrow we have lost a leader. I was a team associate and I was representing the chair. So if I could be the governor of Kikuyu at as now, Meraba could be the secretary general. So it's with great sorrow, mimi naumwa. Nasikia nilie, nasikia nipige kelele, but hiyo time itafika. Nitapiga kelele. Ukisikia nikipiga kelele ni join. Mimi nasikia kulia. So it's with great sorrow, even sijui niseme, but ni ya Mungu, imefanyika, ameenda. It's our turn now. We take the battle from where he left it, but truly we have lost a leader, we have lost an icon, and also have lost a dear friend. Even those who knew us, tukipatana, we could say Chief Gun. Chief Gun we were given by Mr. Nzioka. Mr. Nzioka could call us Guns. When I arrived at Kikuyu, nilifika pale, yenda alipiga kelele mara kwanza. Ndio governor ameingia. Kuingia hivi, we went with that momentum up to mpaka pale juu car park. That car park holds memories for team associates. Now, as team associate, we are very saddened. We are mourning a legend and we are mourning a leader. Thank you so much.
I'm calling the class representative, Indoshi, come and say something before I call those ones who went for a mission, one of them to say a word. And then I'll call a Weza member, Wesa, Chemageri, will come and say a word before we move. Those of us when you tulienda mission, one of them akuje after Anorite. Anorite, speak on behalf of our class.
Hey, I almost so I don't know where to start. So I'm Anwara Tindoshi for first years. So Meraba was one of us taking Bachelor of Education Arts, English and Literature. So he was a linguistics major. So most of on Mondays, literature majors, we had a class in the morning, 8 a.m. to 10. And then from 10, we have another class as the general English and literature class that starts from 10 and ends at 1. So Meraba being a linguistics major would come at 10. Then we have a class and, our lecturer would spend some time. I make sure I'm extend up to 1:30. And then after the presentation, he would ask any questions, and then people would text in the class group. Meraba usiulize swali because we were hungry. Staying in class for like 5 to 6 hours was hard. But then we didn't know. Things just happened. We missed the way he used to like contribute in class and ask a lot of questions all the time. And we don't have words. We are in grief. I still can't believe, but we are keeping faith and strength. We hope for the family and friends, for them to have strength, for God to give them strength, to grieve with comfort. Yeah, and he also had aspirations to learn and argue a lot. I remember the last time we were talking, it was after the same class on a Monday. So we went for lunch. We went for lunch at Jemo's place. So vile tulirudi, we were I found them with Kipto and Victor and Emmanuel. And then we were arguing, and they were telling me, "You being a feminist, come here and contribute." So, and it was nice. At that time, I just said, let men speak first. We were with Barbara and so on. So I still remember those memories. We were really arguing about feminism and a lot of things. And as the English literature class, we will really miss him. Yeah, and he was a friend to each one of us. And as much as he was a classmate, um, I remember, I remember Zara a lot. At one time when a teacher of ours had sent away some of us from attending class. So everyone was quiet because we really feared the teacher. But then he really stood up for so many people, although he was sent away from class. And then we were meeting along the way and we would just laugh about it. But we still hold those memories and that spirit of, I don't know, which spirit. We still hold onto that, and the death has been a reflection to most of us, to all of us, the English literature class. May his soul rest in peace. Right.
On behalf of the Doenza family,
Good evening, comrades. Good evening once again. For me, I don't know where to start, but it's weird. So when I received the information, I remember this a day we talked before we went to our mission. Then he called me and he asked me, "Chamageri, where are you?" I was in Embakasi that time before I traveled to Rongai. There's a place we had to meet with him. Then there we had shared some other things, but he told me I want to go to a mission, then I'll be there. I was talking to represent Wesa. I remember when we formed that team, and we found that as a slogan in 2019 when we joined as the first years. I remember this time we came up with a proposal that we need to change the name. Then in 2021, that's when we was there because we wanted to fight for UNSA. Then I was among the one who want to fight for UNISA, but Meraba told me that you are a young man and you cannot train some comrades. Give me that chance. Then we are called by some other comrades who are fought here that time, and then we had to talk. Sometimes we corrected with those comrades, and then we said we pull down that Wesa and we call it Mwanyagetinge. That's when we came up with that word Mwanyagetinge. And for those who are among the team that came up with that name Mwanyagetinge in 20 online classes. For us, for Mwamogusi and other teams, we have growth and we talk. When we went to school and I had to tell him that even you can try Nairobi. It's not a must to go to other places, but you can try Nairobi. Unfortunately, then our good lucky enough we found in Nairobi, and he was doing he was doing well. For me, I feel that kama ni wale wa kulia kama Sam venye amesema, I really have lost a brother, I've really lost a great friend, and for me a man who I knew, a Chelsea fan, a man who will talk sometimes and share many things. I know many comrades are crying, but we hope one day when the doors in those golden streets, when we shall be marching there, we shall find him there. let his soul rest in peace. And we wish those comrades who will be traveling tomorrow. I know I'll be in the group. Wish them well and safe journey masses. I call my brother Erfis Wasiri to talk something because he was among the group and then he made his remarks. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. It is an evening that indeed we gathered here for a situation that is beyond our control. It is by God's mission. Well, if I can take into charge of how we have lived in this campus with John Mayagi Meraba, I tell you, it is a life show in this campus. Number one, the life to fight for the people. Number two, the life to have conversations. I remember when there's a day we had a problem with the operation of the computer labs up there. And then when I addressed it to the relevant authorities, plus informing the rapper, we made a presentation together with the current UNESA chair, the city office, where we said that things are not going well as they should be. When we brought some sort of commotion over there, we were called names on video. Some called us lazy people who knows nothing, has nothing to do. But we said we cannot relent. We believe in a spirit of fighting and moving forward. We fought. In fact, it was just about 1 week before we could break the home. Within that time, that 1 week before we could go home, we saw some changes. It is not that because Meraba is dead and everything should go with him. His respect stays. But now, it is my urge unto you people that we may always stand for what is right. Number two, in the political arena, we've always believed in serving everybody. Sometimes, we can make interests, but when we need to bring people together, we must consult our conscience. That is doing what is right. Sometimes people will differ here. People disagree maybe in the where we normally watch our games. But upon calling in Meraba and any other relevant people, we were very sure that things will come settle. Somebody will just take it in the order of where I come from, how I'm attached to somebody, or how the specific social group that we have. That should not be the case. We lived a life that we are tied and we had a unique direction. Hundreds of us. Let's transform our mentality. Let this one be a turning point into our lives. It is not that Meraba is dead, that we should let that spirit, the fighting spirit, go and support all other. May the ties that bind last long. Rest in peace, Meraba.
I'm sorry to cut you short, but now we have finished with the friends. We want to talk on the church side, and on the church side, we are going to do it at the car park when we have laid our candles. So let's just march slowly with the songs that we're singing. If you can cry, you can cry. If you can shout, you can shout. In the memory of John Mayagi Meraba, who was a leader, who served you all. Let's just march slowly as we go up. Kappa. Kappa. Twende hivi.
Basi ameshikilia mkono kocha mmoja wetu, ndugu yetu Tulia Meraba. Tunaomba nasi kalaza mahala pema peponi. Kwenda kulia pale basi. I'm not worried about that. I should give you my
At least mahali kuna
basi. Mpenzi mtazamaji, unaona ni kwamba watu wameunganika na wamekusanyika, mamia ya watu wote wamekusanyika sehemu hizi. Tuko katika chuo kikuu cha Nairobi, hapa ni bewa la Kikuyu. Unapoona ni kwamba kila mmoja ana mshumaa mkononi. Kisa na maana ni mauko ya ndugu yetu tuliyempenda na kumwenzi sana, John Meyagi Meraba aliyeaga unako tarehe 31 mwezi Disemba mwaka 2022, na ni mauko ambayo kwa kweli yalikuwa pigo kubwa kwa familia, ndugu, jamaa na marafiki pamoja na chuo kikuu cha Nairobi. Na ndio unaona kila mmoja yuko hapa, wote wana hamaniko nyusoni mwao kutokana na mauko haya, na kwa hakika tunaungana na maelfu na mamia wengine tunaposema kwamba nafsi yake iweze kulazwa mahala pema.
Cha kutumaini sina ila damu yake Yesu, sina wema wa kutosha, dhambi zangu kuziosha. Kwake Yesu nasimama, ndiye mwamba ni salama, ndiye mwamba ni salama. Ndiye mwamba ni salama, kwake Yesu nasimama, ndiye mwamba ni salama.
ndiye mwamba ni salama. Rohoni nina amani, nikifika